Hey all, welcome back to SSX on Tour. I'm SSX, with me the same crew as before. We got Blackout the M&M.
Hey everyone.
Toro.
Bienvenue.
And Zindictive.
Time to shred.
So we're a semi-pro, and we got one full monster trick. But we gotta, get some rookie events out of the way, meet some of the extended cast.
Yeah.
Take him down.
Fucking Sid.
Fucking Sid,
Fucking
Yeah.
Sid.
Fucking Sid.
I don't know who he is, but you gotta race him to the finish line.
Dude, I love those little gnomes on the side. Look at those guys.
Yeah. Like the
Oh,
horse
can I
face,
speak
it's all like worried,
Hey, do you think if you bump into those gnomes, you'll get a sweet 10 points?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Gotta get a
You're not
freestyle
speaking
joke in there.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit those those bales of hay for some sweet extra points. I mean, you need to get like 500,000 points, and they're worth 10 points, but hit them.
Hey, all of you wondering what would reference Freakstyle again, we're back, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top 10 Aesthetic Channel Freakstyle moments. Number 1 right now.
Yeah.
Dude, Freakstyle is so great in its own special way.
Great question mark.
Yeah.
Since we're on it, Zin, can you bring up the thing you mentioned where you
yes.
played the demo of Freakstyle?
Yeah, I was able to find a demo of Freakstyle for the PS2, and somehow when I won the race in the demo, the game just died. It just corrupted for some reason. I ended up with the character I was playing as doing a whole victory dance thing in a fucking void, and then it showed me the screen like, saying all the stuff about the game and such, except it was corrupted, it was cut in half, and it was just...
Yeah, and then it cut to Mike Metzger T-posing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard my phone vibrating, but
So it
apparently
sounded
it's the
like at
start of the
some
third
point in development of Freakstyle, they did not expect you to be able to win.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you ever played it on the, that second loop, then yeah, you might believe that.
Yeah.
period. Yeah.
Wait, people want to win this? Oh, shit.
Yeah. They're like,
I thought they were just going to want to smash the gnomes.
It's like, oh man, we put 3 tracks in our game. How can we actually make people play it for more than a day? Well, how about if you have to beat each track like 30 times before you move on to the next one, and then you have to do that 10 times. And you say, look, there we go, that's gameplay. Now do it with each character. You'll play this the rest of your life.
Oh my god.
So,
Yeah.
content to last you a lifetime.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Yes, red flag. I love this song.
I've actually got a thing to talk about just since Billy Talent showed up. Okay, so they're in this game. They're also in the Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remake, Afraid of Heights. Here's Zoe, by the way. Just, hey Zoe, how you doing?
Yeah.
She
Good to see
transitioned to
ya.
skis. Cool. Okay,
Bell.
so every time I heard Afraid of Heights, I heard another song in the back of my mind that I could not place. I cannot remember the band, I cannot remember the song name or anything, but I swear it was like the same exact tempo as like Afraid of Heights. So I'm just going to sing what I remember. Because I've asked people. I asked you, Turo. I asked like Jersey Jimmy. I asked other people. Like I gave them what I remember and was like, do you know what I'm talking about? And no one did. So I'm just going to put this out publicly. Okay, I know there's a song, again, with like the same tempo, and like the lead singer had one of those kind of higher pitched, nasally emo kind of vocals. Like you could just imagine the streaked black hair down their face. And it was like the pre-chorus or the chorus or something started with like, I just don't know it, I just don't know. I really, really can't say it, I just can't say it. And like the way I inflect that's how much I know I've heard this before. But like in my head, that transitions immediately into, the Billy Talent, tell me that you'll never be afraid of heights again. So it's driving me crazy. So I put that out there. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Please. I don't expect you to review.
Sounds like an AI-generated pop-punk song.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always sad when it gets like this.
I know. Get me back at the nursing home.
I remember when I used to have a job. I might have mentioned this on camera before, but on microphone, I should say. But I had a job where I would have to constantly contact retail stores and like talk with the manager. and I was a professional Karen.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, so I had to call and I had to talk to the manager and essentially yell at them to do their job, and that was my job. It was not a very fun job, but it was a job, and so I would always be on hold waiting for the manager to be available so I could yell at them. And the stores I would call did not use like that standard corporate mix CD that always seems to be playing Hanging by a Moment when you walk into the store. They would have like custom sound mix, like, and not like Spotify playlists. Like, it would be set up by someone at the store, and so I would get to hear local bands. Like, I would listen to the songs, and if they were interesting, I'd write down the lyrics and look them up, and it would be like local bands, indie bands, people who had like 500 views on YouTube.
Damn.
And so I have this like
position.
I have this sweet playlist of like music you've never heard that I just got to find by working at my job. It was awesome.
You just made
Damn.
the list.
You just made the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
You
song,
just
another
made
great
the
song.
Trans World list.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's Mac.
Oh, look what they
Mac.
did to my boy Mac. Oh,
Look what they did to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blake, you weren't there, but Simon is destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fine on a boombox. Okay.
Word.
Word.
Like, even the characters that didn't have like high name voice actors, they didn't even bring those back. Again, they just got some
Yeah.
random on the street. Like, listen to Mac when he speaks at the start of this.
Let's listen.
All right, here we go.
Gonna take you down.
Oh, come
Fuck
on!
is that?
You did. God.
That's Mac was very young, and so his voice has changed a little bit as he's gotten older. Happens to everyone. And so now he sounds like this.
And now he sounds like a completely different person.
And he also looks like Guy Ritchie. You know, that's just what happens.
He also looks like a trucker,
This.
which I thought that was Nate's
bring
job.
us back. Bring us back to the old characters, please. This is painful.
Dude, look how cool this section is.
Yeah,
this
this
section
pretty
is cool.
sweet. It's a sick grind line, and you think like, whoa, that was a sick grind line. It's gonna turn into a sicker grind line. Because you
here
saw
we
that
go.
half pipe earlier, and now we get to rail back and forth across the top of it.
Oh shit! That looks like
Nice.
it's pretty precise, especially for an SSX game. But like, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
there's
don't
a
know,
lot
man.
of precision going on.
Is it just me, or does your character look slightly green?
Yeah, I guess so. Because I went with kind of like a blue aesthetic.
No.
Yeah, your skin just looks slightly greener to me for some reason.
I have the mutton chops into the full like ring around the mouth mustache, but it doesn't line up right. I did that intentionally.
I'm ready. Bring it.
Yeah. Well, now what do you have in the game?
Jay Butler.
Jimmy Butler, famous basketball.
Oh
star.
god.
There
Oh
you go,
god.
look at him.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, so Simon turned literally into Sean Baby.
Yeah, he turned into a mohawk, and now he's just aggro. He's not crazy at all. He's just
well,
like...
He's just a bitch
Well,
punk boy.
Yeah, Sean Baby is a guy who I don't even know if he does anything anymore. He used to be like this really funny comedian on the internet, and he has a red mohawk he has had for years. So
Yeah. Oh shit, it's
Hey,
the
look, it's Jimmy
butcher.
Butler.
action like you've never seen before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did want to say, I think the guy who's the PA guy for all the events and stuff, I think that is Cuz of the Skate series, who does all the
Oh yeah,
the
kinda, I can
vert
recognize it.
competitions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I think that's
that would
Cuz.
be like
of
2
Cuz and
years
Seb.
later, so interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's not even that big of a gap. Although Cuz and Seb were most prominent in Skate 3, I think. Which would be a 5-year gap.
I'm
But, I
blown
mean,
away that somebody heard his performance in this. I mean, he did fine, but just this is not
There's
what
no-
I'm
It's
looking
kind of
for.
out the
anyone
way.
else.
Yeah. We probably mentioned it. You guys have mentioned it in the comments. This song was also in American Wasteland.
Yes, I love this song.
I disappeared.
Oh, I
by
have this
faint.
song on my phone.
Yeah. And they have
Very
that
good song.
sweet album titled Wet from Birth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lost control.
Now we begin
Someone
the
talk about something else before I sing,
karaoke.
like the
All right, well,
entirety
here's
of the song.
here's a question. What do you call music that sounds like Britpop? Like, you know, that 2000s era of Britpop, but it's from America? So I heard a band the other day, and I'm like, this sounds like
US
Blur,
pop?
this sounds like Boy
Jangle
Kill...
Pop.
It sounds like Boy Kill Boy, it sounds like all those other... Every band that played a guitar line that sounded like that.
I don't know. Probably lined up with bands that are too generic even for car music. Like
Yeah.
you know,
That's an aesthetic.
Blake and I go in search of like albums that nobody knows about, and
Well,
since
not on
the
the internet, at least on YouTube.
internet, yeah, and like the media shop by me somehow like kills my cell phone service when I go inside, so I can't like look anything up. So I've bought albums that I don't know anything about, only for it to be like, oh, this was a band on a major label or whatever. And I got an album by a band, Not a Surf, and it's just so generically boring.
Yeah, that's the main problem
not
with
sure.
searching. On the other hand, I found some extremely interesting stuff.
I bring up Not a Surf because like other people, I've seen that band name mentioned on the internet, so they're like known enough to have random references seen every so often.
They also did the theme song to Pets, Cats 2.
Really?
No.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Small world.
Well, I mean, I said that is Connor's favorite game. His kitten is like 13 years old at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played Pets Cats too.
Yeah.
Like one video.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. If you know that
Oh, dude,
melody, that's the...
That's gonna be the next Paul Blart movie. He'll get a talking animal as his sidekick.
Turo, just because I played it doesn't mean I remember it.
Yeah.
I think I willingly put it in the back of my mind.
Yeah. It's like an ancient memory, because I had that game on DS. Well, I think my sister had that game on DS, and I occasionally stole her DS to play it.
You
Man, out
take
of all
what
the
you
games,
can get.
Yeah. Out of all the games to steal someone's DS to play, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I really can't think of a better one either.
Yeah, I mean it topped the DS charts.
Yeah.
Yeah, right up there with Electroplankton, my favorite game.
Yeah.
Electroplankton's a good enough punchline on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Funny,
Man, they
so
never
is
made a
Pets Cats
DS.
too.
They never made a hockey game for DS, and that always really upset me.
Really?
Yep, they never made... Like, there was Backyard Hockey, which wasn't good, and that was about it.
Bro, I played so much backyard baseball on my Game Boy Advance as a kid.
Dude, yeah, I had like backyard baseball, like I don't know, like 2003 or such for PC way back in the day, and it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's bitch?
I was never a backyard sports person. I could never get into those games.
Yeah, he
I
just jumped
respect
straight
them.
to the Major League, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I went from the backyard to the front yard, question mark? I didn't
Yeah.
think that joke through. Yeah. Man. Front yard sports. I remember watching some, like, quote-unquote major league wiffle ball where they just play in some dude's backyard or front yard or just, like, a random
I feel like
park.
Major
Wiffle
League
ball.
Middle
Wiffle Ball
guard.
Yeah.
is right up there with, like, Major League inline rollerblading. Not inline rollerblading, figure rollerblading, excuse me. And maybe Major League Bakugan. I think those are all in the same tier.
Hey, I will say, Major League Wiffle Ball, I was watching it for a reason, and that's because it's pretty fucking interesting.
Oh man, Bakugan.
Strange sport, but it's quite fun to watch.
Yeah.
Well, I like that. The idea with Bakugan is, just like you had primitive attempts at making combat games, like versus games with a regular deck of cards, and that's how you got, trading card games. But then it's like somebody looked at marbles, because that is the inspiration for Bakugan, like shooting marbles. The 50s pastime was like, you know what? What if the marbles transformed? And it's like, whoa, what?
Oh,
I
revolutionized
used-
the game.
I used to get into Bakugan back then. I had those little toys and shipped the marbles and all.
Yeah, I remember always being very confused at how they worked.
Yeah, and you know what's way cooler than any of those things? Beyblades.
Beyblade.
Let it rip!
Yeah.
Let it rip. No, not the show. The show was garbage. I'm talking about if you had like the actual ones you can mix and match like the weights and blades to make your own custom one, and then kick your friends' dicks in.
Damn.
Hey man,
It's just
canonically
dreidel
in the
fights.
Beyblade show, Beyblades were a part of the waters of the Red Sea. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds pretty epic to me. Also, you were wondering when this would go full podcast mode.
Yeah, now we're here.
Yeah,
We're here.
welcome to podcast mode.
There were those episodes. I think Zarazgood showed us those episodes of Beyblade, like one with like a football team and the other with like a basketball team, and the guy like opened up his football Beyblade by literally letting it rip on his football, like fucking football, as he threw it. It was really weird.
Yeah,
that's a lot of football.
they were just leaning into the meme stats. You know, they knew it was hilarious to just do that. You know.
Yeah.
What annoys me is when people would show clips from it and be like, "Oh, that wacky Japan," and it's like, haha, yeah. It's not like they don't know that this is funny.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're not in on the joke, or so
don't
people
get it.
would like themselves to believe. Because it's so much more fun to laugh at people than to laugh with them.
Exactly, yeah. I will happily laugh along with them. You know, there's oh man, Paul Wall, yes.
Oh yeah, sitting sideways. I was
Yeah.
waiting for this one to show up. I was hoping like Matt would be on the video.
Dude,
but it did.
what if
Fucking love Paul Wall.
your floors are just sideways walls?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Did
Serious
we
thing
say
about
that
Paul
on
Wall?
recording, or was that like pre-recording? We were
No, that
I think it was
about
during the
that.
recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here's the thing about Paul Wall. He's actually really good. And him and his childhood friend Chameleonaire recorded some pretty sweet mixtapes together. So the thing about Paul Wall is all he really talks about is cars usually, but he has such a good flow that he always just is a pleasure to listen to.
Yeah. Is it any relation to John Wall? That's the only
no.
other Wall that I know. I don't even watch basketball. I just
There's
know
only
John
people
one
Wall
share.
wall,
exists.
no others.
Yeah.
Paul Wall's one of those guys though who he looks insanely short, like he looks 3 feet tall, but I think it's because he always chooses to stand next to people who are way taller than him.
Yeah. Stand on the shoulders of gods. and
Yeah,
you are
I
the
only know
tallest.
sitting sideways, so
What about that sick verse he dropped on Drive Slow?
you probably showed me. I probably forgot it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's late registration, my friend. That's an all-time classic.
Man, I'm glad when I was younger, I would always turn off all the hip hop songs in these games, and I'm glad that I stopped doing that because
Same.
You know, maybe it's not so bad.
I kind of did the opposite, I think.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
only
it's-
had
maybe I
like the
needed to
rock
broaden
on
my perspective.
every time.
See,
Yeah.
here's what I did. I turned off the bad songs, and I left the good songs.
Yeah, that's what I thought I was doing when I was 7 years old. And then,
It's
yeah.
never been done before.
Yeah.
Yep.
What if there was a playlist of only good songs?
Holy shit.
Oh
You know,
shit.
Speaking of turning off songs, so NBA Street V3, I bring it up again because I also played the Fight Night games. Those didn't have enough songs, and they put really shitty songs in there. Like for Fight Night Round 3, I pretty much only wanted to listen to the fucking Obi Trice song. And that was it.
Oh, he fucking punched us.
Yo.
Damn.
Man, he went ham that time.
Man, that
But like
reminds-
V3 had a number of good songs, and so it was like there, I only had to turn off a few really shitty ones, like Dirtbag, who sucks, is a terrible rapper.
I don't know why, but that ending sequence reminded me of back in the day, back when FIFA first introduced celebrations that you could like,
yeah.
input yourself.
So good.
Like back in like FIFA 08 to like FIFA like 12 or so, there were certain celebrations which were like really intricate that you could fuck up. Like your character would start doing like a bunch of cartwheels and then just fall on his ass.
Well, I remember in FIFA 05 on the PS2, they experimented with iToy integration, so if you plugged in your iToy, you could put your face onto the players.
Yeah, Mini-Me did a video on all the AFL video games, and one of those games had iToy integration. Which
Oh,
was
really?
very-
Because I was just making that up. I was trying to like create like a fake history.
Yeah.
That's cool. If
I
that's a
think
real
a few
thing.
sports games did actually do that, though.
That's actually
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, Blake, like Tony Hawk Underground for PC, you could upload your face and get your face on your character.
Underground
Oh my
2
God,
had
There
that
was a way to
too
do that on
PC.
console too that involved you like texting something with your phone. Which is
Yeah.
like nuts.
Yeah, and then PC gamers got to be even more smug than they already were.
Yeah,
You
and
might
until
say-
2002
Smug.
also had like a really intricate face mapping feature on PC.
And for the
Which
record, I'm not
also didn't work very
criticizing
well.
PC gamers. I'm a PC gamer and I am smug. I'm
I'm a PC gamer too,
Yes.
and I know how smart they can be.
Yeah, because it's like, oh man, you spend money on a computer, on essentially just another computer, but with a shitty operating system.
Hey, Turo,
Yeah,
if you score the goal, but then fuck up the celebration, do they take the goal back?
some football associations do. I hear in Hungary, Wales, and Honduras at the top level of their play. If you fuck up the celebration, they take away the goal.
Yeah. You know, honestly,
Actually, back in the day, there was talks for them to introduce it back into the English football system, but it was overruled.
I mean, you mentioned arena football. When it comes to like non-NFL football, there's only one league for me. You might say, "Oh yeah, XFL joke." No, not the XFL.
The
I'm talking
AFL.
about no, man. The lingerie football league. That is my football. league.
Also,
yeah,
when I said
yeah.
AFL, I meant Australian Football League.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
And for the record, the LFL changed their name to the Legends Football League and did away with the like the lacy lingerie in a bid to be more respectable, I guess. But they've actually been around for a very long time. They're still
Yeah, they're
going.
like one of the oldest indoor football leagues, I think.
Yeah. So, you know, if you want to watch some women play football, you can now do it tastefully. Or if you'd rather
What
be
if I wanna
distasteful, you can go
listen
back and
to
watch the lingerie
Daft Punk
football.
playing at my house. My house.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Too bad Daft Punk's not playing there anymore. You know, they split up.
Yeah. They blew up.
I think we should try to make more sports sexy, though. And not just women's sports, men's sports. I think we should just have sexy sports. Like, imagine chess, but it's sexy chess. Everyone's just wearing Speedos.
Have you seen
Yeah, there
Sexy
was-
Wrestling?
Yeah, there was like chess boxing, but like get chess with like, you know, some
Fashion
other sexy
shows.
thing as well. I don't know.
Yeah. When I'm thinking of like sexy sports, the first thought that came to my mind of video games are the Rumble Roses. Oh my god.
Yeah, Dead or Alive. You know,
Yeah.
volleyball.
Oh, man, Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive was a good franchise.
Yeah,
Like, those are
it's just
some
boobs.
pretty solid-ass fighting games.
Yeah.
And lots of boobs. But I played it for the mechanics, my friends.
Yes.
Of course.
The mechanics.
Like a
it's like,
true
you know,
For the plot.
it's like, yeah, it's like, you know, 4 gay men go to Hooters because they love the food.
I'm gonna step in real quick. To get this camera, you have to slow yourself down. Previously up the wire, you saw me jumping a bunch. Like, if you don't do that, you will fly off of it.
You'll
and
bounce,
never get
yeah.
the fucking camera. Like, you have to do that.
And also,
I'm
oddly
serious.
enough, it has that sort of like fail-safe, like rail in case you fall off the grind line, and then it just never works. Like it bumped you off there, and I was playing earlier today, and I took that exact same line, and it also bumped me off.
Yeah, this is
So-
what I was talking about, where it's, you know, it's set up to give you, like, the one full grind line, but just something along the way every time.
Yeah, like that's
Will
supposed to
just
continue
not
with that
work.
rail,
There's
but
always just something.
slash shrug. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
It's a 15-year-old video game.
yeah. Alright, let's go back to talking about boobs or whatever. Video games are lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More boob talk, less video game.
Video games are lame. Anime is trash. Just your whole life is a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what will always be there for you? American football's first LP,
And also
Including
Highlights
the-
magazine.
including their debut hit, Never Meant.
Guys, I've been trying to find. I'm seriously. I've been trying to find this fucking duck forever on the back of my Highlights magazine.
I don't get whatever joke you're
Can you
making.
screen share? Maybe I can help you.
Yeah.
Have you never gotten a Highlights magazine? You have to find all of the hidden items on the back.
Yeah, dude, Highlights was awesome. I think Turo might just be too young.
Vaguely remember highlights,
No.
but
I
not-
unvaguely
no,
remember Highlights.
Hey Connor, here's the ultimate would you rather.
Oh, God.
Highlights or zoo books?
Oh,
Highlights.
no.
I was never a Zubux kid.
I was absolutely a zoo books kid. I had all of them.
Zen, I think you're my age. Do you have any idea what they're talking about?
Just go along with it. Just say yes and shut.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you rather Goofus or Gallant? You know,
Fucking gallant,
Goofy
bro.
or Gallant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goofy.
Gosh, you know, Goofy.
The
I'm
ways
gonna
not to get
fuck you
goofy.
up if you
Yeah.
don't stop doing the wrong thing. Oh, jeez, Goofy. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's like it's like
I don't wanna
Gallant.
be Goofus.
Like
Oh,
Gallant,
no, it was-
gets over all of his illnesses with exercise and eating healthy. Like Gallant eats junk food and takes pain pills.
Sorry, I was misunderstanding my own inside jokes that only like Blink Tester and I know. It was Goofy and Gutless. It was like, gosh, Gutless, you're not gonna do it, you lame piece of shit. Oh, jeez, Goofy, stop peer pressuring me, man. Come on, do it, you pussy. All the cool
Leave
kids
me
are doing
alone.
it, Gutless.
Fucking do it, you little bitch, huh?
Look at that awesome image though on the
Yeah.
screen. That was amazing.
Remember, you only got one life.
Okay.
Man,
Thanks.
that's the
Thanks for
original
funky
Yoda
Simon
hat.
right
Why
gives
do you
you
there.
have a
a funky
funky
hat.
hat, Simon?
Dude, that's one of those things where it's just like, if this was a modern game, that would be the meme phrase. Simon gives you a funky hat.
Dude, you only got one life. Yogle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so, all the characters have multiple events, and, like, the second time you beat them, they'll give you, like, a piece of clothing or something that I totally couldn't find for the life of me. We'll get there eventually. Here's
Is
all
it
your
funky,
super
though?
expensive stuff.
Yeah, why would you ever spend money on this? Why? You have tricks to buy. And you have a family
Ah,
to feed.
yeah, it's funky. It's a pimp hat.
That's a
Why,
literal
Simon?
pimp hat.
Why do you have... I guess we shouldn't question why he
Then
has
again,
it.
like, Simon also, like, runs a restaurant and had, like, a chili cook-off as part of this game as well, so I don't know.
But why is
This game
Simon
is
a
strange.
pimp?
This game is strange.
Alright, so we're actually only halfway through Semi-Pro, but I didn't want, like, any videos to be over, like, 40 minutes. So this is actually just the first half. Next
shit.
video, we'll pick up with the rest of, as I work through Semi-Pro to get up to Pro. Yeah! Content.
Yeah.
Alright, see you then.